Let's talk about the different states of your nervous system and how they correlate with anxiety or depression. So first, we have the social engagement state. This is a really regulated nervous system. You are able to connect with others. You feel calm and collected with yourself. It's sometimes referred to as the rest and digest phase. Then as we get activated, we move into our sympathetic nervous system. So this is that fight or flight stage. It's usually associated with anxiety or anger. And it can start with just a mild frustration, worry, or concern, work its way all the way up to panic or rage. And if that threat load gets so heavy that our nervous system essentially is like, we can't outrun it, we can't fight this, it's not going away, we enter freeze. It's a sense of helplessness and hopelessness, most often associated with depression. Now, all of these different phases serve an evolutionarily and biologically sound function for us. And all of us as humans, we oscillate back and forth between these different states. The idea, though, is that we have a sense of safety, we have nervous system regulation skills, so that wherever we end up, we have an awareness of where we are, and we have the skills to bring us back into this regulated and socially engaged space. So what this means for anxiety is that your default state, instead of being down here and occasionally visiting one of these more activated states, you live right here. So this is often caused because of unhealed trauma, a turbulent environment, chronic stress in your life. You've developed tendencies of hypervigilance, looking at all the situations around you in terms of worst case scenario. And so this is where you're hanging out if you are struggling with anxiety. And so approaching your anxiety through a nervous system lens means that you just understand this. You start to cultivate nervous system awareness. What does it feel like in your body when you're in this activated state? And what are the things that you can do proactively to help you create a more regulated nervous system baseline? Or reactively, do you know what it feels like when you get here, and what helps you to downregulate, create that sense of safety in your body? And understanding it through this lens also brings compassion into this process, because you realize it's not you against your brain and anxiety. Your brain and your nervous system are working for you to try to keep you safe. They've just developed patterns of hypervigilance. And when you can increase your awareness as to why that's happening and what to do to reconnect yourself to a sense of safety, that is when healing starts to happen. Drop any other questions you have below. And if you want to learn more about a neuroscience approach to anxiety or depression, like and follow along. Also, click over to my Instagram. I teach a lot of things over there as well.